Greetings everybody, Father Mike here at Elements of Faith. We continue our videos on prayer. And today I just wanted to reflect with you about two different types of prayer that exist in our Catholic tradition. In fact, the Church Fathers even would write about these two methods or two kind of ways of prayer, even in the earliest centuries of the Church. And they said that all prayers, no matter what, can kind of fit into one of these two things. Cataphatic prayer and apophatic prayer. And apophatic prayer is without images, without music, just kind of as mystical and simple as you could imagine. Cataphatic prayer, on the other hand, makes use of images and music, the senses. Neither one of them is better than the other. Cataphatic prayer is usually a good place for beginners who are seeking to kind of deepen their prayer life, and I consider myself a beginner, a lot of times. We kind of sometimes need images. That's why our churches are so beautiful. They have the beautiful stained glass windows, they have the statues, they have the marble and everything. It's a way of kind of getting our senses engaged, and so that we can hopefully through these sacred images, sacred arts, poems fit into cataphatic prayer, music of all worship types, whether it's more contemporary or more traditional, all of that cataphatic. And probably that's where most of us really kind of are. And so one way to kind of pray in a cataphatic fashion would be to go into the Adoration Chapel, for example, and maybe you take with you a holy image. Maybe you take an image of the Holy Family. Maybe you take a picture of Blessed Mother. Maybe you take a picture of Joseph, whatever. You take that and you just kind of look at the sacred image. Maybe you just look at the cross on the wall or a Blessed Mother on the wall. And you really you really seek to enter into it. And you seek to say, well, God, what are you speaking to me through this? A famous example is Our Lady of Guadalupe, and how that one image, people have written books about it, because even in the eyeball of Blessed Mother, once you amplify that in the image, you can see a myriad of other things in there. And so there's a lot to this type of prayer. And so maybe that's a good place to kind of begin. Icons fit into this as well. Apophatic prayer, on the other hand, insists that God is beyond all the arts. He is beyond all images. He is beyond all words. He is beyond everything. He transcends all of that stuff. And so if you ever go to the Abbey of Gethsemane in Kentucky, you might be struck off guard when you walk into this huge church, because the walls are completely bland. There are no fancy paintings or anything. It's very simple. The idea being that we don't want anything distracting us almost from God. And so some people really have an apophatic way of prayer. In other words, they might go and when it's prayer time, they just kind of close their eyes for the whole hour. And they just try to put their attention completely on God, who transcends everything. Whichever way is normal for you is good, and work with that. Maybe try out the other one from time to time. But maybe this kind of putting words on these two ways of prayer might be helpful for you in your own prayer life as you seek to grow closer to the Lord. Have a blessed day.